Okay, so I did a video way back, not way back, but like a few weeks ago of a little review on the Reptile VIS. When I did that video, I didn't have all that much knowledge on how to take apart the VCOM engine and the VIS engine. So in this one, I'm actually going to do a little cleanup of the VIS engine and the VCOM engine. Hopefully I can get it all in one video, but we'll see. So here I have the VIS engine inside of the Reptile. I have the VCOM engine. So I know I made a mistake on the other video saying that this one was a poppet and that one was a poppet. When I do these videos, I just make mistakes. So I'm gonna clear right now which one is the VIS, which one's the VCOM, which one's Spool, which one's poppet. So the VIS is the, I forget what it is, Victory Ignition System. So this one is the poppet. This one's more for the efficiency, and then this one is the Spool. It's the VCOM Victory Changeover Motor. So yeah, this one's a Spool. This one's more supposed to be smooth and quiet. So I'm just going to clean some of the lube off here right quick. Okay, so I'll also see if I have enough time to do the regulator. It's not that hard. So here's the shell. Here's the shims. I think this is the piston. So you just wipe that all off. Put Dow 55 on. I just put it on the shims. I put it on the O-ring up here, and I put some down here just to make sure. Put it back in. Same thing with this one. Wipe it off. Put Dow 55 on the O-ring. Some down here. Have it facing up, and back in. Simple as that. Okay, so that one's done already. Only took me about 5 seconds. So I'm going to start off with the VIS engine. Here I have a little syringe of Dow 55. The VIS engine was a little bit hard for me at first, just because I didn't take it apart, and they still had it at factory. They still had it at factory tight. So I'm going to take the back cap off here. Now in the other video, I actually did not have any knowledge at all on how to take apart the engines. So I didn't want to risk it on video just to make myself look like an idiot. If I miss anything, or if I say anything, just yell at your modder saying I'm an idiot. So take off the shaft. Again, this is the poppet. This is the VIS engine. So this is the donut. That's what Bob Long calls. This donut is actually essential. You can't really find it anywhere. If there's a leak, chances are it could be this one, and per donut is about 20 bucks. Alright, sorry about that. I had to go pick someone up and drop them off at the moon, and then a whole bunch of space bunnies tried to attack us, so I had to rescue my friend from that. Okay, so let's continue from this. So this is once again the poppet. Screw that. Okay, so what I was saying before is that this is a donut, or what Bob Long calls a donut, and it's very hard to find, and they're about $20. And right when it actually starts leaking, it's pretty much done for. So I'm just gonna wipe this down. Save that for later. Okay, so wipe that down quickly too. Okay, so I took this apart the other day, and it was still factory torqued. It was still factory, it's never been taken apart. So it took me a little while just to find an actual grip and find a way to actually take it apart. So what I actually did was that no, that's not right. Yeah, that's the Allen key. So there's a little notch here. Put the Allen key in, or Allen key hole, and then there's holes all within the actual bolt. So what I did, put an Allen key up here, put an Allen key through the hole here, grabbed onto it, and twisted it just like that until it actually came off. It didn't take too much force. At first it kind of hurt my hands trying to actually hang on to here and grabbing the Allen key and trying to twist it off, and I didn't have the right grip. So finally I got that off. Okay, so there's the bolt. There's the chamber, spring. So that's how you know this is the VIS. It has a spring, as the VCOM does not. I forget what this part is called, but part of the RAM. So I completely forget what the O-ring numbers are. I have them written down somewhere, but as long as you maintain it, the O-ring shouldn't necessarily break on you or rip apart to shreds on you. But I do know that this O-ring here stops the air from going forward. This O-ring here stops the air from going back. That's what he was describing on his channel. So after you wipe off all the old lubricant, I actually did all this yesterday, so this is actually technically new lubricant, but whatever. So grab my syringe, dial 55. Nice and generous onto the ram. I've actually kind of noticed that there is a little bit of wear on this piece here, probably because I didn't maintain it properly. I actually just learned how to take it all apart. I think that's how it goes. You know what? I completely forgot already. Here it goes. Okay, yeah, it goes like that. Sorry, I'm an idiot. Alright, so yeah, goes on like that. Grab the front piece, make sure lubricated on the threads. I like to lubricate on the threads anyway. Spring. Bolt. Okay, so the back piece and the red are supposed to be flush with each other. So I grab this part, usually have that nice and lubed up. Grab the donut. I want to loop this up really nicely. O-ring goes in first. Then what you'll want to do is make sure that's nice and hand tight. Okay, so with this one, that's the magnet that keeps this part, the back cap, down. These two O-rings here, I think the back is a 7, the front is a 6. Those are just to keep the bolt assembly, balanced between with these ones. This is actually where the air pressure goes, so it can shoot. So yeah, balance, air, lube those ones up. If you want to lube these ones up, go right ahead. The balance O-rings, it's your choice. I usually do, just to make sure. Put those aside, and then we'll go on to the VCOM, the spool engine. So once again, I'll try to take that off. Try to take off the back cap. This time I won't actually take off any lube, but yeah, so as you can see, I covered the spool with the Dow 55. The spool is mainly what I use. I like the spool. It's nice and smooth. It's very accurate. It's pretty quiet. So this one actually has more brass, as you can see, than the poppet. The poppet is more all black. This one actually has the brass part. And the spool also has the dump chamber, which is this brass part here. And once again, grab the right O-ring, or not O-ring, grab the right Allen key. Twist that right off. Okay, so bolt. This is the dump chamber, and it goes right into 2 holes right there. So after you clean all that off, lubricate it, put that back in, clean all this off, lubricate it, back in. It's pretty much the same thing, except one has a dump chamber, one does not. And this one just threads right on. There's also O-ring here, and there is another donut here, which is a different, I think it's a different size, but it's similar to the one that's in the VIS engine. Grab that and make it nice and hand tight. So a popular problem with these markers, or with these bolt drives, engines, there you go, that's the right word, engine, is that the magnet usually comes off. Neither of them have actually come off on me yet, but when they do come off, just use simple crazy glue, and then it should be perfectly fine, and no worries after that. So to put these back on, there's another O-ring right here, which is actually coming off on me. I usually put Dow 55 in there just so it can swell up a little bit better. The grooves in, and the screws. And then just screw it right in. With my Reptile, I actually just bought the 4 CIs. That's exactly where I was, pretty much. My 4 CIs finally just came in. So now my Reptile is now upgraded with something, which is the 4 CIs. So this one as well, I usually put some Dow 55 on there. And then this O-ring as well. Doesn't need much, but so I'm actually glad to see, with my Reptile, I actually didn't want to upgrade it at all. There was a common problem with most reptiles, that they couldn't shoot past, I think it was 13 balls per second or 15 balls per second. Since I bought mine pre-owned by my brother-in-law, he already got the new bolt upgrade, so I didn't have any problems so far. Yeah, I didn't want to initially buy any upgrades for the Reptile. I wanted to keep it fully stock, but I don't know, I couldn't help it. The opportunity was there, so I just took it. With the G6R, I have full upgrade. I can't do anything more to it, so. Alright, so that is it on how to maintain these engines. On the outside, you know, just put, once again, Dow 55 on the balance O-rings, just for shits and giggles. I don't usually swear, so I apologize. And then some Dow 55 on the bottom ones. Then on down here. And then the bolt itself. Alright, you guys can't see. Sorry, I'm not used to that yet. I hate doing these kind of things. This channel wasn't initially supposed to be about like reviews or anything, but people do ask me, do reviews, what's your opinion on this, what's your opinion on that, so I try to do what I can for other people. Load that up. And then, easy, just like my other video, put it on a slant, or not a slant, but you know, not perfectly on. Open it up, let the O-rings catch, and then turn. And then get it in there. Okay, so that's how you maintain the VIS engine and the VCOM engine. If there's any questions, concerns, if I did something wrong, if I said something wrong, just leave a comment on below, or just yell at me through the computer and I'll definitely be able to hear you.